Koreans just be clean and organized. Because in the UK, people find me a bit weird. And people will be like, why are you in school? And I'm like, because of this. Hello everybody, this is Emily and I'm from the UK. 영국인이에요. Yeah. My first time in Korea was in 2018, but I didn't stay here for a very long time. And so since I've come back, it's been less than 2 years. I lived in Korea for 2 years. 아는 것 같죠? But the thing is, I never feel settled down even when I'm at home with my parents. I'm always like, yeah, 당연하죠. Like in the queue, like if we're going up the stairs in the jihacheol, just like stand there. I'm the one that's supposed to walk. If you want to annoy somebody, just do that. The elevator, for example, you keep it open. Especially if there's a 배달 아저씨 that has to go, girl, he might kill you. He'll be like, 닫아 이씨. It's like, 그리고 라면 먹었어요? 김치 변면. And like, it's someone walking in the house with their shoes on. And imagine lying in the bed. Just imagine them rubbing their shoes against the bed sheets. Like, Chinese never remove their shoes. They're not really known for hygiene. They're not really known for washing their vegetables or hands or other kind of thing often. Koreans remove their shoes in the house. Yeah, I think Korea and Japan are quite similar, but I think Koreans take better care of their teeth and their bodies and stuff like that. And it's very 깔끔해. Sometimes I look at these people and I'm like, you must not have a bacteria on you. Like some of these guys are so clean and so organized, everything is in place that I'm just like, how long do you spend a day doing like the whole, and Koreans they're just all 깔끔해. Because she was wearing her shoes. The children jumped on the bed with the shoes on.
With her shoes on.
Yeah, my parents would have killed me for that. But the thing is, the couch is so big that it still doesn't matter. But still, I'm just like mentioning like, probably got someone to clean it every day anyway. Why do Asians take off their shoes in their home? None of the people I knew did. Koreans never ever go in a house with the shoes on. I had a friend, we were late, right? And then she was like, oh no, I forgot something. And she went on all fours with her feet up and just like crawled on the floor. But yeah, Koreans, they prefer to crawl on the floor than put their shoes on the floor of the house. 그러시지? Like in Korea, I really try to, but then sometimes I must admit I get lazy and I just walk in. But I feel bad. In the UK, we never, in Brazil, like we have a house in Brazil, never ever we would remove our shoes. We have a huge garden, so the dog's like running in the garden and walks in. And that's the other thing, a lot of people have like gardens and stuff, so the house gets really dirty. But in the UK, I think it's almost worse because we have carpets, and the carpets get really dirty. In Korea, you can just clean it, right? You don't really have carpets. But in the UK, the carpets get disgusting because everybody's wearing their shoes inside. If it's muddy, for example, if we go like hiking, we would remove our shoes, but otherwise, yeah. I think I kind of expected it. I think most foreigners now know that in Korea you remove your shoes, but in China you don't, do you? Which is really weird. But yeah, and I lived in Germany for a long time and I had to remove my shoes there too. So I guess I wasn't too shocked when I had to remove my shoes here. Because I was just like, I've done this before. Yes. Not? Because the floor is heated and they want their feet to be hot. Really? No! 우와! 너 정신 같아! 우와! 잘했어! 웬일이야! 어떡해! 아이! Because all the houses in Korea have underfloor heating systems. It's actually quite smart the way it works. Yeah, no, my house, sometimes it's too hot, so it burns. So I'm like, like a cat, like I'm getting up a bed, but that is really hot. My old house had these like huge windows. It's like a 2-floor house and had like huge windows. In my house would get really cold, so I used to put the heating up like to like 1,000, and then I couldn't touch the floor because it was too hot. But then sometimes, when you were outside for a really long time and then you just go and lie on the floor. Because it's like really cozy. I once went on a trip with my friends and there were like 8 of us sleeping on the floor together in one room. We wouldn't be able to do this now because of Corona, but the scene is something really smart. It's something really, it's expensive. Most people don't have this underfloor heating system. But in Korea, it's everywhere. Even Goshi ones have underfloor heating system. Because I lived in the Goshi one for a month. I remember being like, oh, they have underfloor heating system. And that was my selling point to my parents. I was like, oh, we have underfloor heating system. All of their houses have like underfloor system, and that's really shingy. Some houses have fireplaces, so you actually have like a fire in the house and everybody's there sitting watching TV, yeah, kind of thing. Or we have these radiators. So even my school in the UK, what we actually have is on the wall, it's just like these radiators that are really, really hot, you can't touch them. And it's actually kind of similar, it's like boiling water or oil or something that actually is through the tubes and then it heats the whole room. Yeah, after lunch, you can go and brush your teeth. It's not weird if you see someone brushing their teeth in public, which I think is really good because I love brushing my teeth. I know it sounds weird, but I really do. Because Koreans normally brush their teeth 3 times. I'm not kidding, I was watching this video of Americans discussing like when they brush their teeth, and once a day is normal. Some people only brush it before going to sleep. But I remember being really happy that I could do that. That is socially acceptable for me to do this in Korea. Because in the UK, people found me a bit weird. Because I used to take my toothbrush to school. And people would be like, why are you brushing your teeth in school? And I'm like, because of this. It smells. If I talk to you, you die if I don't brush my teeth, you know? Do you guys wash your hair every day? Do you? Really? I wash my hair like 3 times a week. To be fair, I actually thought about this today in the subway. I've never seen a Korean in public with greasy hair, like a female, ever. I've never seen a greasy haired Korean. I know it sounds weird, but I actually thought about that. I was like, I've never seen one. But some people just wash their fringe. Wash their hair every day. I've watched dramas. I've never met a Korean with bad breath. I've never met a Korean smelling bad. Koreans just try really hard to be clean and organized, and even Korean households, I've never seen a messy Korean household. But abroad, it can be chaotic. I think Korean culture is the most hygienic in Asian. Come to think of it, I think Korea is the country that has the best mix of Western cultures. I think that's really wrong. Excuse me? No, it's cleaner than Western cultures. If I think about a little more deep, I think Western culture may have to learn Korean culture. It makes me roll my eyes because I was very obviously a white person being like, you know, we are superior, but still like some good things about Korea. Nope. Mix of Western cultures. What Western culture? It's Korean culture. When I first went on a trip to see my Korean friend, I was not used to taking my shoes off at home. Now, the memory of taking off my shoes in Korea feels hygienic. So I take off my shoes and live in the house in America. It feels clean to take off my shoes now. Think about it. It's dirty out there. If you go around the house wearing your shoes again, I'll contaminate the house with dirty things. And it's the same thing with washing your hands. And I think that this is going to become more and more common. I think more and more people are taking their shoes off abroad too. I heard that if you brush your teeth in the office restroom in Korea, but you're not homeless, why do you brush your teeth in the office restroom? Because you... Maybe. I think it's natural to brush your teeth after eating in Korea. If you have bad breath, yeah, talk to others. Yeah, I've never seen a Korean with bad breath. Anyway, my friends eat kimchi and it still doesn't smell. I don't get it. They literally have kimchi, they talk to me, I'm like, why does it smell like toothpaste already? Like you didn't even brush your teeth yet. Anyway, if you have bad breath in Korea, talk to others, it can cause damage. It can cause damage, it definitely does, psychological damage. But Koreans seem to think that it's worth to harm others. It's not harming others, it's harming yourself. It harms your image. I used to like Korea, but it's surprisingly dirty. Well, if you're talking about Hongdae at 3 a.m, yeah, why are you walking around the floor of the house? All the germs stick to my feet. I'm worried about Koreans. Koreans are known for cleaning the house really often. No, the reason they walk around barefoot in the house is because their house is clean, so that your feet are going to be clean. Your feet are disgusting compared to the floor of Korean house, but... So today I talked about how Korea is cleaner than other Asian countries I've been to, and in my personal opinion, don't come after me in the comments. If you like the video, please like, subscribe, write in the comments, and see you next time. Bye!